this lizard's scaly face and just push it out of the way and then like lean down in front of the girl. Bloody buffoon.
He like sort of falls backwards and he just grabs a random mushroom and just chucks it at the back of your head. And he says, "Leave her alone, she isn't done yet. They're still talking."
How long have they been talking for?
Well, since you left the hut. I don't know how long that was. Like 5 minutes, not even.
How do you know they're not done yet?
Well, she told me to just wait until she's done, and she hasn't said she's done, so I'm gonna assume they are not done yet. Besides, I can hear them talk.
Why can you hear them talk?
Well, the spores. They use spores to allow us to talk telepathically.
Are you telling me you're infected?
No.
Oh, right, you see the spores. Oh, got you.
It's different kind of spores. It's not the actual brain, it's their spores. It's their way of communication.
Okay, I've got you. Well...
You can join in if you want. I mean, they already tried to invite you, but you ran away. I think there was some kind of misunderstanding.
I'm gonna like
They were trying to be friendly.
I'm gonna reach in between like the spores and the mushrooms and the little girl and be like, "Excuse me."
One of the two mushrooms like turns to you, looks up, and sort of tilts his cap.
Just gonna be pointing my head like this.
He nods, like he looks really excited and jumps up and down a bit, and then there's just a poof of spores around him, and nothing happens to you unless you actually get rid of the mouth covering for a bit and breathe in the spores willingly.
I don't have inspiration to sing. We're so distrustful of the mushrooms.
I'm gonna look over
you
to...
are to be fair, you are in the realm of a demon lord, and demon lords are always bad news.
Yeah.
So, being distrustful is fair enough.
I'm gonna look over to Lidrix and just give him the look like, is it okay?
He like gives you a thumbs up and smiles.
Look, if I die, you owe me a fucking beer and a half, and I like pull my cloth down.
Alright. You pull your cloth down, you breathe in the spores, and it just... You get a weird prickly, staticky feeling, like on the insides of your head, as if it's a little bit almost itchy. It's really strange. And then you hear a voice in your head. And you presume it's the little mushroom in front of you. And he says, "Oh, hello! Now we can talk too."
You all sound this
attack
cute.
us? We didn't do anything.
Well, your elders looked very mistrustful of my friend once he started speaking Abyssal, and...
Well, he was lying to them, wasn't he?
Well, yes, but for a good reason.
There's a good reason for lying?
Apparently, yes. We're just not entirely sure about whatever they are and who you are and what this is. I mean, this is the plane of the abyss, so, you know, it's normally where demons reside, yes?
Yes.
So, I mean, you can't blame them.
We are not demons. We are mechanoids. That's the word. Big word.
Can't say I'd know the name. I'm sorry, but do you know if you could help?
We are mushrooms.
I understand. Yes.
We serve the Lady of Rot.
Which is very concerning to me, yes, because the Lady of Rot is a demon lord.
Yes, she's fantastic.
But you're
She
telling me
will
you're
one day rule everything.
Okay, so you're telling me you're not a demon, that I should trust you, and that you serve a demon lady who is the Lady of Rot.
Yes. Are you going to join us?
No.
I know that you people can become some of us. We can't become you, but you can become us.
You people.
No. Look, you can certainly understand why I'm not very trustful of you, right? Or my friends.
You just get a wave of confusion. Like, no, he actually doesn't understand. You get the feeling, the way they are talking and what you catch of their emotions and reaction is that they behave like small children would. You get the feeling that their way of looking at the world is just the way children do. They don't understand why you would mistrust someone they consider their guardian and friend, you know?
Basically innocent.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to try and discuss with you much further. I really need to understand if you can help this girl or not. She's been infected
We are
by the
helping her.
spores.
Yes.
But how are you helping her?
Well, at first she asked how to get rid of it. So we connected her to us to show her. But now she's just asking more and more questions and looking at things, looking at our memory.
I'm gonna turn towards the girl and just like how is she looking?
Pretty relaxed. Like, she's just sort of sitting there fairly comfortably. She doesn't seem like she's in pain or anything. She's just sitting cross-legged. Her eyes are closed.
Okay, well, I'd like to speak to her telepathically and just ask if she still wants to get rid of this or not. With what she knows.
You sort of reach out to her, and she, like, flinches as if she basically was just engrossed in something and straight up didn't notice your presence. And she opens her eyes and looks at you, and she answers telepathically, I mean, yes, but this is really interesting. This is fantastic. Have you seen what they know?
No. This
You
is
should.
very new to me. I'm not even liking the fact that I can hear you in my mind. I normally don't like people in my mind.
Oh, she says, like, without speaking telepathically, and looks at you, and she says, sorry, I just thought because you were speaking to me in my mind. Anyway.
No, it's absolutely fine. I just thought that was the only way we could talk right now.
No. I'm just... They allowed me to connect to... Well, I guess it would be their... I don't know how to describe it. It's like all of their memories and consciousnesses and all of them, they're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
They share everything. Their feelings, their needs, their knowledge, their memories.
And what
It's
did
very
you see?
confusing, but it's super interesting.
And did you see anything that would help you free yourself from this infection or disease?
There's a potion that I might be able to brew, but it's a bit difficult to make.
Your mother? Would she be able to help?
Probably, yeah.
If she still resides in that bloody place.
I don't think she does. She probably moved.
I'm sure we can find her again.
I would assume she went to see her sisters.
Oh, great. There's more of them. Are they all living in the swamp as well?
Yeah, I think so.
And what do you need for this potion?
Well, most of the stuff I can probably get.
Mm-hmm.
But I do need dragon scales. And some others, well, really expensive materials. And she sort of airdrops like a list of alchemical ingredients into your brain.
My expression just drops. Well, how long did she have again? Was it like 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah. About 2 weeks.
I'm gonna look at her and just be like, the dragon scales we could potentially help with. The rest I have no idea.
Wait, really? I thought that was gonna be the most difficult part.
Well, it just so happens we're looking for a dragon right now. Or a couple of dragons.
She tilts her head, looks at you.
Don't ask.
Why? I mean, there's a dragon that lives in the swamp.
There's a couple of dragons that live in the swamp, dude.
There is?
What dragon have you seen?
A black one.
Hmm.
Mother said he isn't the biggest one. That he's probably still young. He never came to visit us or bother us. We just sometimes saw him fly.
Was there anything happening to the environment around him?
No?
No?
Should there be?
Well, the one we're looking for causes the entire environment to decay and rot, and all life just ceases to exist, like a swamp. But worse.
What do you mean, like a swamp? There's lots of life in the swamp. It's fantastic.
Sure.
She sort of looks at you, and then she just turns around and looks at the mushroom and like seems to talk to them. And then she turns back at you and she says, like the dragon in the Dreadwood, sorry.
Yes. That dragon. Now that one is probably bigger than your black dragon.
Yeah. And a lot more scary. Even the mushrooms don't really know a lot about him. They try to investigate, but well,
Do you remember me telling you about my village?
She closes her eyes for a second. And then she looks at you and she says, I just saw it a little bit.
Yes, well, that's no longer there.
Sorry.
Life goes on. But
Well, she starts to say something and Litrix just sort of kicks her and she stops.
oh. Well, hopefully life goes on, dear. And we're going to do our best to ensure that happens. Now, do you need more time to speak with these? Or
Yes, please.
Okay. I will give you your time. We're going to go investigate this artifact outside. And do not take too long, because I do not want to be around here much longer than intended.
Alright,
Clear?
alright. And you get the feeling that she's already not listening anymore. and basically sort of waves you off.
I'm gonna look to Litrix and just like telepathically tell him to look after her with a very stern look.
He shrugs and he says, I've been doing that this entire time while you guys decided to get into unnecessary fights. And he gives you a smirk.
I just gotta give him a wink and walk out.
What is the rest doing? Boris, you said you are checking the other huts?
Yeah.
Alright, you find a few terrified mushrooms sort of hiding from you. Well, trying to hide. Huts don't really have places to hide in.
We're just running from corner to corner.
Yeah, they're just, you know, they're doing the thing where they're like hiding behind a table, but you like can see the shape of the mushroom behind the table. You find scraps of stuff that has obviously found its way over here from your plane of existence, from the material plane, like bits of cutlery and some clothes, a little bit of furniture. Most of it is broken and, you know, seems to have been put there more like someone would decorate a dollhouse, like trying to copy something. They're not quite sure how it works, but they're trying their hardest. You do actually find a holy amulet.
Yes.
Nothing.
It does not belong here. Just gonna pocket it, whatever it is.
It is an amulet of Bleret, who is a gnomish god. God of forge and light.
Alright.
One of the gnomish deities. It's a pretty neutral god. Not really inclined in any good or evil way. It's just
Alright.
chilling.
I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave the hut and join the
What?
rest of the team.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the amulet isn't really worth anything. Nothing you found seems to be worth much.
The amulet is worth everything for me.
Alright, cool.
Collecting them.
He's just got bling around his neck.
Yeah, he just has all the amulets. Strongegg, what are you doing?
I'm taking a breather after that horrific beatdown. I'm breaking my nose so that I can breathe properly again.
I'm gonna come out of the hut and just like smack him right in the back with my hand. Just be like, how you feeling, old boy? Oh, come on, you've had worse.
No.
Where's Boris?
As you ask that, you see Boris run out of one of the huts, and he's like holding up a chain with something on it, and he's like, I found one!
Oh, for God's sakes, Boris. How many is it now?
I think that's... Let me check. I'm just quickly looking in the bag. Wait a second. I think about 4 or 5.
4 or 5 here,
One.
something like that.
2,
Well, each to their own.
3.
Get out like a tankard and just start pouring hell. Well, I've spoken to the girl. In a manner you probably don't want to know about. But we've discovered there's a means to cure her, which is probably going to be long and arduous and potentially need some dragon scales.
Oh,
Now,
great.
considering we're already hunting a dragon, this is going to be fine. So she's continuing to talk with the mushrooms. We also might need the hag again to create the potion. But if not, I'm sure we can find another means. Now,
Yes.
she's going to keep... Yes, Boris.
Where did you lose the rag?
I'm gonna like grab it, just like put it around my face again.
He's infected.
I love the idea of stepping outside and being like,
I just didn't breathe.
Yes, I've been talking this whole time and did not breathe.
Are you
Look,
infected?
I had to speak with the girl and the shrooms. It's okay. Well, Litrix told me it's okay. If I die, then it's not okay. But... it is what it is. I had to do what I had to do. Now, the girl's got to keep talking to the mushrooms. I suggest we go have a look at this apparatus real quick. Even though these mushrooms might not like us walking all over their idol. But hey, we've already killed a bunch of them, so what's it matter?
we earned it fair and square.
Well, I don't care if we've earned it or not. I still want it.
We have burst this unholy thing. There's nothing to be sorry about.
I regret nothing.
My other question is, how long has it actually been since we've been in here?
Since you went through the portal?
Yep. Or, well, through the portal plus, like, traveling in the swamps, etc.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
we left on the
Swamps.
About 2 hours with everything that's been going on with talking and...
Oh.
messing
Okay.
around.
I thought maybe close to, like, half a day, but sure. Awesome. Now, I've been thinking a bit. And even though this Lady of Rot seems like something we should go and get rid of, there is also the fact that we have an impending war, and we did promise the Queen we would help her. Now we can spend the rest of the day trying to close this portal and kill the Lady of Rot if we come to that, or we can simply take the apparatus and leave.
Let's get this over with. Just take what you need and I'll deal with the portal. Just getting my hammer out.
Horace, I don't think that's a good idea to stay in here alone.
Not here, you fool. I'm old, but I'm not stupid, okay?
Well, how are you going to deal with the portal then?
On the other side, on the material plane, did the portal have any, like, frame? Or the portal
no.
was just floating, like, by itself?
It was just basically a floating vortex of gross water that was sort of pouring out.
And I don't have holy water on me, damn it.
Horace, hold that thought. And I'm gonna, like, walk back into the tent. And I'm going to take... I don't even need to anymore, but I'm going to kneel down between the mushrooms and the girl again. I'm going to rudely interrupt, and I hope you don't mind, but I need to ask your friends a couple of questions.
She just nods, and one of the mushrooms, the one that gave you the spores, turns to you, and you hear it in your head. Hello.
Hey again. I'm sure you know of the Lady of Rot's portal, yes? The one we came through to get here? We've been
Oh,
told.
the one that's close by.
Yes. It's
There are
in a
many portals,
cave.
but yeah, that one is the closest.
There's many portals? Really?
Yes. Of
So you're
course.
telling me if I try and close that portal that there's no point?
Why would you try and close it?
Because it's
It's how we will
destroying-
bring peace to the material plane. We'll make everything like us.
Well, we don't want that.
I got an feel it's tricky. What do we do to make sure the portal stays safe?
Reverse psychology.
It'll reveal its weakness.
Look,
Keep the priest away from the portal.
I don't even have the spores. What am I talking about? I can't even interact with these things.
I'm just gonna literally be like, forget I asked. Just get up and walk out.
You just get away from like confusion and like sort of the alright, you know. You see Litrix, he's sitting on one of the pseudo chairs that are like grown into from the ground, I guess. And he just watches you and just shakes his head.
Alright, I'm not even gonna bully him on that one, that's completely fair. Well, I thought I had an idea of asking the shrooms about closing the portal and what we could use, but those things seem to have the age and brain of a 3-year-old, so they seem to think everything here is in perfect harmony and that it is doing no harm to the outside world. So that's a dead end. Unless you have any other ideas. But right now, my best bet is to grab that apparatus and leave.
What was it that was talking about the big magic energy explosion thing?
It was the
Close the
old
portal.
man.
It was the detonation of the apparatus, I think.
Yeah, the old
The old man was saying to detonate
Colts.
a magical device. The girl mentioned, I think, doing...
No, well, he said a big magical explosion, like for example, blowing up a strong magical object.
Okay.
Could we use a spell?
If
I have-
you have, if the spell has sufficient energy behind it,
I mean, I probably have nothing I could use, but...
No magic items. What about the?
I don't have any fireball scrolls, that's for sure.
you have the strong feeling that fireball would not be good enough.
Let me just check this
Yeah.
real quick. Ignore it.
Yeah.
16. That's not much.
Alright. Look. I don't even think it matters because the mushroom has said there are multiple portals.
Oh no.
Even if we close one, there's probably more portals open in that swamp that we don't even know about yet. That's going to take days, maybe even weeks.
Yes. If we
Yes.
can't, if we cannot deal with symptoms, we have to deal with the source of infection.
Are you saying we go and kill the native rot, Varus?
Look, I say we go get out of here and take a rest. I'm dying here, okay?
You're dying.
I'm old. I'm
I look
beaten
like
up.
Owen Wilson.
You look fine, young man.
Yeah, out of the three of you, Boris definitely looks worse, by far.
As they two start bickering, I'm just gonna start walking off towards the apparatus.
Alright, you walk off. Yeah, you get close to the altar that it's on. It's a pretty big altar. It seems like it's the stump of one of the very big mushroom trees, and carved in it are lots of magical and religious symbols. On the altar itself, you see what almost looks like trophies. It's like you see skulls, you see a few weapons, you see some torn up banners. yeah, just a bunch of stuff all